Alright, so for some games in the Tesla, as you can see, it requires a USB game controller plugged into the glove box. Alright, and some games actually can use two controllers if you have two-player games. Okay, so there are several ways you can do this. You can use any generic USB controller, I believe. I actually used a GameCube controller with a USB adapter, but the problem with that is it only has the right button, it doesn't have the left. So I went around online and found some controllers for pretty cheap. I think this was 33 with a 50% off coupon, so it made it, after tax and everything, about 17 something. They had these three colors. So if you're looking for these are actually Nintendo Switch controllers, and they do have NFC, which if you use those amiibo things or whatever that you put on the thing, it has the NFC reader thing as well. This works as wireless and wired USB, and wired USB-C controllers. It comes with a USB-A to USB-C connector. The USB-C part connects into the controller. I guess you can use a USB-C to USB-C as well. And I don't know how long the battery lasts, but it does say for, does it say on here? I remember seeing it somewhere on the website that it lasts like 20 hours or something like that. I don't know. You'll probably have to check online, but you can see PXN9607X. I don't know how long they're going to have that sale where they have the 50% off, but that's a pretty good deal for a controller like this. If you were to buy another one from somewhere else I think they're much more expensive. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and try this out. So I did use the controller with the USB-C cable on one, okay, and it works perfectly fine. I think I took the stuff out of this purple one, so let's take this controller out. Sorry, I don't have a thing set up here. You can see there's the booklets. If you just plug it in with the USB cable, it works perfectly fine. You don't need to sync or do anything special. If you want to use it wireless, then you do need to use some special thing. Anyways, you have the USB-C port here. Just plug that in. Then you get the USB cable here. Okay. The cable's a little over 3 feet, I think. So here we go. Let's turn on the light. Okay, so I have this little hub that I just recently bought as well and added, because if you don't use this, you only have one USB port, and then you can only plug in either that, you'd have to take out the Sentry mode USB, or yeah. So anyways, we got this hub, so now we can plug the controller here. And yes, you can close the glove box while the controller's plugged in. So you can close it and have the controller sticking out. And here you can see right now it's off. Oops, I need to turn this off. Okay, so you can see it's off. So the controller has a power button here on the back. So we're going to push that for 3 seconds, I think. Did it work? No? Huh. The last time I did this, it turned on. Oh, there we go. I had to hold the power button longer. Actually, I think now I turned it into syncing mode, so this is the wrong mode. I'm going to turn it back off. It should automatically detect. I don't know why it's not doing it this time. Let me see if I open the glove box and plug it in the other one. Give me a second. The first time I did this, it worked like right away, but I guess I technically plugged it straight into, oh, that's why this thing came loose. Okay, so I had to push that in all the way. Now let's close the glove box, and you can see there's a blinking light here. And if we go to the arcade thing, you can see now we can play the game. So we can play the game here. This is Tesla made it so that it works with a Xbox controller, but this controller seems to work perfectly fine. Press the A button, you can see it has these controls don't light up or anything, but okay. So you can see we can press this to continue. Oop, I'm dead right there. Okay, then we got the pause button here and everything. Okay, oops, go away. Okay, so we got the pause button. You got all the A, B, X, Y's and stuff, all right? And you got these buttons also click in. I don't think you can do anything with those on the game. Oh, okay. I was looking for that. Okay. So this thing, they say to push the minus button to zoom out on the map. But actually, you gotta push in this trigger, the right trigger. And you can see now, we can see the whole map. I was pushing the minus button on this and it does nothing. The left one does nothing. Uh-oh, give me a second. Okay, so as you can see, the control works. Just make sure the USB thing is plugged in all the way. Give me a second again. I'm going to have to get out of here because these things are all attacking me. Okay, anyways, so as you can see, all of that works. We're good. We're going to close that. I'm going to try, oops, turn that off. Okay, I'm going to try with a second controller, and we're going to see if it shows 2 players for Cuphead. So let me plug another one in. I'll be back. Alright, so we unwrapped this one. We're going to try and plug the second one in. Need some light here, so let's turn that on. Okay, and we'll plug this in. I don't know why they don't put the light where the USB ports are, because it's hard to see that. But let's go ahead and plug that. Come on, get in. There we go. Okay, now we got 2 controllers plugged in. Let's go ahead and close this up. Hopefully, make sure this stays plugged in, obviously. Then we'll close that. Okay, let's try now Cuphead. You can see both controllers are blinking. Okay, I think that means they're also charging, so. Okay. Press any button. Uh-oh. Okay, I guess the yellow one gets the main. Maybe we can't do 2 players here. Let's try. Controls. The purple one doesn't respond now. Okay, you can change the controls. Let's see if we start. Let's try a new one. Do they not let me do 2 players? So it lets me choose which player. Huh. Maybe you can't do 2 players. I don't know. You can see it's just starting the game. So how do we do 2 players on here? Are there any other games I can try 2 players on? Oh, Beach Buggy. Let's see here. Do not use the gear stock of okay. Will this let me use 2 controllers? I don't know. Let's find out. We got 2, but I don't know if it's gonna let me. We'll find out. Okay, let's try 2 players. Can't use the purple one, but let's see. No. The right controller works, but the purple one doesn't. Why? Let's unplug it and plug it back in. Oh, okay. After plugging and unplugging the controller, you can see now it works. So now we can do 2 players. Okay, let's try Cuphead again. Oh, not Cup. I don't know. Does Cuphead let me do 2 players? So I guess sometimes you have to plug and unplug the controllers. Okay, so the game is starting up again. That might be annoying with the wireless thing. If it's in there, you have to take it out and put it back in. Here, it looks like you can at least do it from here. Okay, so I can use the left and right controller. Uh-oh, now the yellow one doesn't want to do anything. Let's try unplugging this. Maybe this game you can only use 1 controller at a time. I don't know. It's hard to do this with 1 hand. Okay. Nope. I guess only 1 controller responds, so let's try and go here. How do you do 2 players? Options, audio, visual, controls, language. I don't see an option for 2 players, so I don't know. Let's try. Nope, other controller can't go in. So for Beach Buggy, it looks like you can do 2 players by, if 1 controller doesn't respond, just unplug it and plug it back in. But I don't know. Are all these other games just 1 player? I think so. Oh, Skyforce is up to 2 players? Can we actually use 2? Let's see. Does this game let you use a controller? I don't know. I haven't tried. Okay, so you can see we got both. Looks like the controller works. One of them works. Let's unplug this again and plug it back in. Nope, that didn't work. So I only see possibility for one. How do you do 2 players? Let's try. How do I use the second one? How do we add a second controller? What does the other controller do? Wait, no? Oh, does that mean we have 2 now? Let's try. Yeah. Okay, so this game you can play with 2, as you can see. Alright. I'm missing stuff. This one's 1 player, 1 player, 1 player. Okay, that's 2. So what else? Do I just start the game and see if a second Cuphead appears? Is that what's happening? Let's see what happens. Because on this game they have 2 players, so yellow controller worked. I don't know what happens. Okay, let's unplug the purple one and put it back in. Nope. I guess this game only lets you do 1? I don't know. Let's try. Let's try and start the game. We'll try out the wireless controller setup thing later. Okay, let's skip over this stuff. Come on. Go away, I just want to see. Come on. I don't want to record all this. It might get restricted copyright. Hopefully not. Okay, let's see. Well, let me do 2 players. We got 1. Let's skip. Come on. Come on, skip. I just want to... Okay, how do we get the other guy? Oh, there we go. So if you press something on the controller, as you can see, now we got a second one. Cool. Okay, so you can do 2 players. You just have to press something on the controller once the game starts. So that's it for now. I'm going to try out the wireless thing and see how that works. And also, if you're curious about the instruction manual, they have 2 languages. Here you go, quick start. So if you're using it on a Nintendo Switch, here you can see. They can tell you how to change the... on the Nintendo Switch, you have to do that and go to the grip order. To pair it, you press and hold the power button on the controller for 3 seconds. That's on the back of the controller. And then it will stay on, the light will stay on when it's ready. And to put it into sleep mode, they have that, press home. Okay, so we got that. We got this thing here, which is a thank you note. Okay. And we got whatever this QR code thingy is. I don't know what all this stuff is. I think it's what chemicals are in here. Okay, then we got the booklet here. I'm only going to show the English mode. English option. Give me a second. Okay, here's the user manual. You can pause and read if you want, but there you go. There's the screenshot button. Everything. It has a turbo mode. Okay, you can use this on a Nintendo Switch or on a PC, and as you can see, you can also use it on the Tesla. Supports Windows 7, 8, 10, and 11. And here's how they tell you how to connect it to the Switch. Okay, you can pause and read that if you want. I'm going to go to the next page. I'm not using it on a Switch, I'm just using it on the Tesla. So, here we go. Is that English 6, English 7? Okay, so here you go. Then here's how they tell you to use the on-the-go adapters. So if you're using it with your Switch with USB-C, then you need a thing that converts the USB-A to USB-C. If you have the dock, you can plug it straight in. Okay, and also it says to make sure the switch is off before, the controller is off before plugging it in. Here you go. They tell you how to turn it off and turn it on. Here's how you can connect it to a computer. Again, make sure the controller's off. Just plug it in and it will install. See, it has NFC function support, so if you use those. And turbo function, so if you want to set some turbo, so you can make the buttons, I guess when you hold it, it keeps pressing it. Turbo manually. So turbo plus the button that you're trying to set. Auto turbo. Okay, you can clear the turbo setting by pressing that plus the button. So you have to do it, it goes in order 3 times, I guess. And if you want to clear all the turbo settings, you press the turbo button plus the minus or the house. And then you can also do rapid fire, turbo plus, interesting, okay, the right trigger. And then you can reset it if it's having issues by holding the power button for 8 seconds. Okay. And what else do we got here? Calibration and other stuff. You can adjust how it vibrates. Okay. Calibration. So if it's like drifting or something, you can calibrate it by pressing, what's L3? Oh, the trigger. You push in the movement button and R. Okay, place controller on a horizontal table and press the plus button and it will calibrate. Okay, there's the battery stuff. If it's flashing, then it's low battery or charging. When it's fully charged, then the lights will stay on. Okay. Here are the sleeping functions. Okay, you can read all of that. And then attentions. Okay. Don't put in high temperature, so it might not be good to leave these in the car. But they usually say that kind of stuff with any kind of batteries. Okay, and then it's just Japanese. So that's pretty much it. Hopefully this video helps you guys. Hopefully you find these controllers and you enjoy them. They are pretty lightweight. They don't feel too heavy. I feel this feels a bit heavier. But yeah, not really much else. It works and we're able to play 2-player games. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to see if I can set them up wirelessly, and with that we'd need a special adapter, so that's going to be a separate video about that adapter. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.